Welcome to the Synth Hefner Manor. Today we're going to talk about a few things, and one of them being Namm. Yes. And as you can see, I have my trusty servant Gizmo here. He's a good puppy. Let's discuss this, shall we? So I've noticed that Korg has come out with a few things. And it's kind of exciting, but it's kind of like, what are they doing? And one of the things I'm going to share is the new, oh, you hear that? Is the new, let me get that up there, is the new multi-poly module. Yes. Ready? It looks fantastic. It sounds amazing. And we knew Corg was going to release something on, obviously on 2025 Namm. I wish I was attending this year, but unfortunately I'm not. Again, I really can't afford to go right now. Plus, I got this whole thing going on with the eye. And the other thing is, I don't know where I put Gizmo because I don't want to put him in a shelter for a whole week because my wife usually comes with me. But so we're not going to go. We're going to watch it on YouTube and see what happens. But yeah, so the multi-poly module looks pretty good. One of the things I've criticized about on it, and I don't know if this is, it comes with a set of rack ears, so you can actually rack mount it, which is kind of cool. But the other thing is, I'm wondering if you don't want to rack mount it, if it's going to come with wood sides. There's no mention of that right now. So I want to see if it's going to come with wood sides. It would be nice if it did, because if you don't want to rack mount it, it'd be kind of cool. You know what I mean? But anyway, so let's see what else we got. Korg also announced this guy. Let's see. Where are you? Here it is. Korg also announced the new Kronos. So let's take a look at that. And here it is. It's been long overdue. Let's take a look at it. Coming soon, it says 2025. Well, it's 2025 now, and Korg is on its way to Namm, hopefully, and they set it all up. Hopefully there is a Namm. I just want to say one thing that's really saddened all of us, and that is California's in shambles right now, and I feel really bad. I have family members there, and I know I've mentioned this before. But I feel really bad about the Californians. Los Angeles burned to the ground. I mean, it looks like a nuclear bomb went off. It's extremely sad. And I think if everybody could just donate to the Red Cross to help out these folks, it'd be really cool. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I don't know what the hell that was. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that would be really cool if you could do that. I know some people are really having a rough time out there. All the people are having a rough time out there. And my niece is out there, and she lives in a way southern part of it, about 50 miles away. Hopefully that doesn't burn. It's just awful. Awful. And I don't care what anybody says, but I blame the government for that. Californian government. I blame the people in that state for not taking care of what they should have taken care of. That's just me. I don't want to get political, but that's just me, and it pisses me off because California is a beautiful state. I loved going to Namm. It was great. It would be 20 degrees here, 16 degrees here. Get on a plane, go to sunny California, and it was like 80 degrees at Namm. One year it rained and it was cool, 45 degrees, not too shabby for California weather. But yeah, so anyway, getting back to Korg, I got one more to show you, and that is this guy. I don't really understand. Korg came out with this, the full version of this, a couple of years ago, and I'm not quite sure why they came out with a mini version of it, but here it is. It sounds great. The mini Korg 700 SM. Again, coming soon. It's probably going to be shown at Namm. Good boy, Gizmo. Hello. Come here, bud. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come on. So, yeah. So, you know, we know that that Behringer is going to be at Namm this year, which I'm very excited about because I don't think that we've seen Behringer at Namm for quite some time. At least a few times that I went to Namm, they weren't there. So it'll be really nice to see them at Namm because I'm a Behringer bro. I don't care what anybody says. I like Behringer stuff. I have an unboxing video and demo coming up later on today. And I'm going to be going live with that to show you what I've purchased. I think you all know what I purchased. I'm sure my wife isn't going to be happy with me. But you know, here at Synth, at the Hefner Manor, the Synth Hefner Manor, you know, I get in trouble all the time. So anyway, let's take a look at something else. Now, I found this intriguing. Some people think it's stupid, but I think this is really cool. And this is something, you know, we had monitor switchers, you know, speaker switches, right? We go from speaker to speaker kind of thing. Set of speakers, you know, you want to check out your mix on a different set of speakers, you'd have a switcher, right? Then, you know, you used to have monitor switchers or computer switches, right? And I just thought this was very interesting by Heritage Audio in Spain. This is called the Synth Buddy, and we're going to take a look at that right now.
Hi, this is Peter from Heritage Audio today at Heritage Audio Studios in Madrid. I'm pretty excited to introduce this new product that actually departs from what we've done before. This is the Heritage Audio Synth Buddy. This is
now, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I think you should go and check this out. This is kind of cool. He's going to actually just show you right here.
Pretty powerful. It's, you know, it's 10 inputs, stereo inputs going to 2 outputs unbalanced. It's for obviously instruments. So you can patch up to 20 mono signals, up to 10 stereo signals, and have them output from here. I usually plug them into the DI of our interfaces, or maybe I've done lately a few of instrumentals, and I use the DI of the Lang 312s that I really loved for this occasion. And everything is set up and it's wired. You don't have to spend any time going from keyboard to keyboard.
Which I don't understand what he means by that, because you still have to switch it and then go to the next keyboard. But I thought it was kind of cool. I'll just show you a little bit here. Let's see how it works. Let's see. And again, I'm not going to play the whole thing. You guys kind of get the idea behind it. So basically, it's a patch bay, right, with a switch. I think that's kind of cool. Stereo output. It has, like he said, up to 20 mono signals. And you can also hook it up so that it's stereo if you have stereo synths. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. I don't know what the price is. It doesn't really mention that at the end of the video. Let me see if I can find some info on it. Let's see. And I'm going to go here. Give me a second. And yes, I'm going to accept the cookies. Goodbye. Go away. I don't want to subscribe. And how much is this puppy? I believe it's, wow, did they even show you how much it is? Huh. It's kind of cool. I just want to show you this picture of it. It's kind of cool the way it's set up. I think it's kind of interesting. Again, it's a patch bay with a switch on it, with a big chicken knob switch on it. I imagine, knowing, you know, the price of things in Europe and the way, you know, things go, I imagine that it's probably going to be a couple of $100. I could be wrong. So 10 stereo, 20 mono. Let's see. And again, I'm not seeing any price on it, which is weird. They just announced it like today, so. But it's all metal construction. Looks pretty cool. I don't know. I hate patch bays. I bought one. I still haven't hooked it up yet. I intend to. I got to do a lot of stuff. Once I get this straightened out, I'd like to reset up my studio and use the patch bay that I bought. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? Pretty cool stuff. Let's see. And there goes Gizmo. Woo! He's such a great dog. He really is. He's just protecting me. Here's something outside. Let's just get rid of this right here. Okay. So I'm going to actually show you another thing. Anderton's Music put this out, and I think it's really cool. I looked at this when it first came out, but apparently it's ready to go, ready to ship. I was looking at the Styrofone Theremin. Theremin, whatever you want to call it, and I got some of the reviews I saw, and I don't like the fact that it's battery operated only. I don't like that. This one does have power. This is cool. I'm going to check this out in a sec. Let me just show you this. And we all love Jack from Anderton's Music. He's awesome. But here it is.
Hello, welcome to Anderton's TV. My name is Jack Duxbury. Oz Powell is behind that camera. And then behind Oz Powell is Dan Bingham. And then mystery guest with...
Hold on one sec. My puppy wants to get back up on his perch. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy protecting me. Your father. Yes. Good job, son. Ha ha ha. All right. Back to the show.
Got Miguel Sanchez sat on the sofa. You'll never know who he is. But that's because we're first day back, 2025, and this is a first look at the Styrofone CPM DS21. I have been lusting after this thing. I think it's like 9-10 months, at least, well, maybe even a year since they announced this. There's an amazing, very deep video.
So I'm just going to go forward a little bit. This guy costs American dollars, US dollars, is $257.25.
The cut-off is all the way up, and we'll crank the volume on this.
Gizmo just loves these sounds. It really tweaks
this
his
is a
ears.
rare. Normally, I don't talk over synth demos, but it's a drone synth, so we're going to have to do it. Oz is making it work. He's a magician. Thanks, mate. We can change the pitch of it.
So I'm just going to go forward a little bit more.
Dope. We'll go back to vanilla, because that's what I am. We will try bringing another in the other drone, all right? So I'm going to bring this volume up. So we've got 2 oscillators. Let's bring it in
Now,
the sub on this one.
Let's just see. He does some stuff with using the LFOs. And let's try adding some effects. So here we go. It's got a great I just like it. I love droning machines anyway. I just think it sounds amazing.
All noticeably different, really different. The first 3 rooms are all like completely different.
Which one's your favourite out of the one?
So the gentleman he brings in next.
Bridge to lock them, so you can interlock the units, or it can go into your Euro rack.
It's Euro rack compatible, which is great.
It's going to be more experimental, and because you got, let's get into that. Let's do a transition.
So I want you to check this video out on your own. It sounds really good. It just sounds really good, man. $257, not too shabby. You know what I mean? I'm probably gonna buy this thing. It's a small desktop unit. However, as you all know, and I can't see the chat right now. Let me pull the chat up so I can actually it's a small desktop see unit. You guys. However, oh, shut up. I want to see who's in the chat right now. We have Synth Samurai. We have QWL Music. Apollo Hanzo, Harmonic Sonics. Who else we got in here? That's it. All right. That's cool. Glad you guys made it. So let's see. Trying to look here what we got. Oh, Andy Fireblade Musa's in here too. Andy, again, great Spice demo, amazing, really. But anyway, I like this. So you might know that we've been talking about Hans Volt. I saw you. I said Hans Volt, didn't I? Hans Volt is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Apollo Hanzo. Yeah. Anyway. You know that we've been talking a little bit about the what do you call it? Dabbling in modular, right? And I dabbled in modular a while back, and see if I can pull that up. And what I did with modular back then, I used a Pittsburgh modular. Let's see, Pittsburgh Modular System 10. If I can look that up. And see if we have any images of it so I can show you all what that looks like. Yeah, this is it here. So this is the System 10 Plus synthesizer. This is what I had. Great little unit, very well built. Pittsburgh Modular stuff is very well made in the United States. They don't sell this anymore, but you can tell the skiff is pretty big. It had a bunch of spaces. So the Machines One actually sent me a bunch of modules, like I had said before. And I said I'd never get into modular again, but this time is a little different because I really, with the help of the Machines One, and doing some research on my own, I decided to dive into it a little bit. And that's not going to happen for a while because I put the stuff away. It's going to happen. But what I like about this little unit here, I like the Styrofone thing because it's a badass little synthesizer. And putting that into a modular unit with a couple of other modules, I think would be a lot of fun for experimentation, maybe some sound effects, maybe just some droning. So yeah, Hans Volt said to me, he said, well, you should experiment. And he said, don't listen to the Machines One. And so yeah, so I'm going to do a little experiment, and I appreciate the Machines One for sending me those modules. So I bought a little 19-inch rack skiff, which he yelled at me about basically, and said I should have got something bigger. But I'm not into modulars. This isn't a modular setup that I'm going to create all my synth songs on and stuff like that. That's not what this is about. This is purely experimental. Kind of like what I did with the Pittsburgh modular system. I didn't really know what I was doing back then. And there's still out there, there's 100,000 modules to buy. And I couldn't be bothered, to be honest with you. So this is just going to be something a little extra that I mess around with. Excuse me. No coffee today. I have a Liquid Death. This is called Cherry Obituary. Pretty good. So anyway, yeah. What's Andy say? Try VCA Rack 2, double in modular. It's the free VCA. Yeah, I've actually tried that. I actually messed around with that, Andy. It's very cool. I mean, I like modular. I like all the pretty flashing lights. I actually kind of dig the spaghetti wire situation. But it's just something that I'm not going to dive back into that rabbit hole. So the nice thing about this unit, the Styrofone unit, is that if I could take it out of the chassis, put it back in if I decide I don't want to do a modular anymore. So that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, I have an unboxing video and a demo coming up later on today. And I just wanted to go over some of that stuff. Namm starts what, next week, I believe, right? And so let's see. Just gonna pop that in there right now. And Namm 2025. So it starts Tuesday, January 21st, and goes to Sunday, January 26th, which is my birthday. So it's really funny because that it ties into the first year I went to Namm, and it's so weird because it's on the exact same dates. So yeah, so if you want to get to Namm, I know you can get tickets to go in and just to see the exhibits. Those tickets are like $50 when you get there, from when I last went. And the cool thing is you don't. You can't. The bad thing is you can't sit in on a lot of the what do you call it? The talks, the keynotes and stuff. You actually just get to see, go around and talk to the manufacturers, check out gear and stuff like that, which is all I wanted to do anyway. But I had, when I was a Grammy member, I was on the Grammy. I was a Grammy member who basically voted on stuff. And it's $100 a month. I mean, a year. I don't know what it is anymore. I haven't been a Grammy member for over a year now. It's probably the same. But, you know, you could sign up, become a Grammy member. You have to actually have music to send into them digitally. That's what I had to do. And they accepted my application. And I did that for a few years, and it was pretty cool. And I got tickets. Obviously, one of the benefits of being in the academy is you get a lot of free swag and free stuff. And I got tickets to go to Namm. You know, when I got there, I also realized that if you go to Namm, there's different areas. There's tents and stuff set up that you can just walk in and buy a badge. But again, you're only exhibition, so you only get to see the exhibits basically, which is, like I said, fine. You really want to go there to talk to the manufacturers, to mingle with people, to talk to the reps, to play the gear. And I went all over the place when I first went. It was very overwhelming. I have a video of it. That was 2019 when I first went, and I did do a video, and you see how overwhelmed I am in the hotel room. My hair's all messed up when I had more hair, and I'm just sitting there going, wow, man, like, my wife and I had a blast. It's very nice. She got a chance to see her niece. So yeah, so if you ever get a chance to go to the Namm show, it's one of the biggest music merchandise. That's what it stands for. National Association of Musical Merchants. It's one of the biggest conventions in the world for music, and you should definitely check it out. So anyway, with that, you'll be seeing more content from me. You know, I guess Samurai, I guess is doing a show maybe later on today. I'm not sure. But you'll be seeing a lot of content from us on the Namm show. And, you know, like I always say, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning in. And let me see who else is in the chat before I say goodbye. Let's get into this. Let's see. And let's see. Mark Baker, how you doing, man? Mark Baker's in the chat. All right, well, guys, I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys checking out my channel again and tuning into the Synth Hefner manner and talking about synthesizers as I always do. And anyway, without further ado, I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy New Year if I haven't told you that. I always say, stay frosty, stay creative. Peace.